Welcome back to another video here on the Co-op Whiskey channel, and today I'm going to be doing a review on Dalmore 12. This is going to be my very first time ever trying it, and I'm really excited because I've had this cigar malt from Dalmore, which I really enjoyed, so I really hope the 12 holds up to what I've experienced so far from Dalmore. And let me grab the bottle because I got one thing to say before I crack it open. So here's the bottle, and maybe the first thing you would notice is the color of this whiskey. And that's one thing that I know that Dalmore does, is they add E150 coloring, which is a caramel coloring from what I know. And it's not supposed to affect the flavor, the taste, or any of the experience at all for having that E150 in there. But it is one thing to think about because this scotch does have a coloring in it. So it is slightly deceiving when you pick up the bottle and you think, wow, look at that beautiful color. But yes, it is colored and it does have that coloring in there. So take it with a grain of salt by judging the color and what it looks like. I don't know if it really affects anything, but let's crack this bottle open and give it a taste. It was an okay cork pop, but whatever. Grab my Glencairn, and if you guys ever seen a video with Richard Patterson, you're going to notice one thing he does, and he does take his whiskey, he puts a little in the glass, he swishes it around, and I know this is going to upset a lot of you, but I'm going to do it because Richard Patterson does it, so I feel this is what you must do when you try Dalmore, is put in the glass, swish it around, and cry when it flies and hits the ground. So, once you throw it on the ground, you pour yourself another dram and actually drink it. Alright guys, let's go in for our nose real quick. Getting a lot of nuts on there, like a mixed nut, hazelnut for sure. I'm just getting a lot of nuts right now, maybe a little orange, maybe a little toffee in there, maybe a little bit of candy sweetness, but definitely almost like a roasted nut almost is definitely what I'm picking up. Very different. It's very similar to the cigar malt that I had, but I don't really want to compare it to this because I'm not doing an A/B comparison. I'm just reviewing the Dalmore 12. So I'm going to try to not talk about it, but let's go for another smell. A citrus note in there as well, but definitely that roasted nuts and hazelnut. Almost like it reminds me of like some like Christmas time when you start smelling those nuts, like in bread and stuff as well. Has that malted smell. I really like that. It's a little bit different. Alright, so let's go in for a taste real quick. Wow, really coats the mouth. Got that butter on there. Very short finish. I feel it a little bit like it's hanging there, but there's no real finish. It feels like it just coated my tongue and my mouth a little bit, but not that really long of a finish, but let's go in for another one. Got a little bit of cinnamon, definitely nuts in there, definitely a hazelnut as well. Almost an almond as well, I really like that. Orange, but more of like an orange peel or like the zest of an orange. Like that crispness from it, so I'm really liking. I really like this. Richard Patterson, you have a really good nose. And I know it's a big nose, but it's a good nose. Yeah, this is a very nice scotch. This is something I'm going to really enjoy drinking in the winter months when it's cold next to a fire. I feel like this is going to be very enjoyable, especially with the nuts and that buttery coatiness on it that it has. It has that slight butter on there, and I really like that. It's very nice, simple, but very concise, but slightly complex with the whole entire range of what's going on, which I like. I like stuff that is kind of not too complex, but is complex. Where it's kind of like focused like in the nuts with a slight fruit in there. I really like it. Not when it's a very complex with a very large range of flavors. I really like where it focuses on one, but you can pinpoint a lot of smells and a lot of flavor on it. Alrighty, so I'm back. I took like a 15-minute break. I allowed this whiskey to sit for about 10 to 15 minutes or so to allow it to open up and be able to see what it's going to actually change into. I did take a little hint of a nose on it already, but let's go in for a nose real quick. Yeah, the nuts hasn't really changed much on the nose, but the orange and like that fruitiness has opened up a little bit more. It's developed a little more in the glass, which I'm really enjoying. Alright, let's go in for a taste real quick. Yeah, definitely the fruits have opened up, but the nut flavors are pretty steady. No real sharpness in it. It's very simple but very concise, which I really like. Like, it's very steady the whole way through. Yeah, I'm really liking this, and you guys did a really good job at Dalmore. So thank you for watching again on the Co-op Whiskey channel, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you see any whiskeys on my shelf, or see any bottles, or heard of anything I should try or review, leave a comment down below. May that the best of your past, may the worst of your future. Cheers guys, I'll see you next week.